The feminine is the one within us that needs to be protected most. Within the couple, the one that needs to be protected most. This is not a patriarchal thing. It is ontological. That's what it really is. With all due respect to the Christian church and to any Catholics who might be watching, the interpretation, the standard modern Christian interpretation to the Adam and Eve story is a little bit divergent from the archetypal interpretation. The tree of good and evil was the awakening of self-awareness. This is the foundation of relationships. This is why every relationship we get into is a mirror. We connect with someone else relationally to say, I'm willing for you to be my mirror. I'm willing to see things that I haven't seen before. I'm willing to wake up to the good and evil within myself. The snake that quote unquote tempted Eve into eating of the apple was not the devil by any means. The snake, as a pre-Christian notion, as a pre-Christian phenomenon, was the awakening process. The snake is the ultimate archetypal and original symbol of death and rebirth. But death and rebirth in a psychological sense, in an emotional sense, in a spiritual sense, right? You cannot see your own shadow over and over again and not die and be reborn to a greater, more healed, more empowered you. That's the invitation of the snake, to go into yourself and see what you have not seen. Why the snake was brought to Eve first is incredibly important. And it has nothing to do with gender. It never did, but it certainly doesn't now anymore. Eve is the feminine principle. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, whether you're non-binary. Some of us are more aligned to the feminine principle. Some of us are more aligned to the masculine principle. Some are hermaphroditic in the fact that we're balancing both. But fundamentally, the principle within the couple and within us that attunes, that is sensitive to the snake, to the invitation to die and be reborn, to spirit, we could say, that brings the snake to us in the form of the unconscious, in the form of the shadow that rises up. The part of us that is most attuned to that is the feminine, archetypally. Why? Because the feminine is the most sensitive. It's the most empathic. So once again, it doesn't matter whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, if you are feminine or the feminine within you, that is the part of us phenomenologically that is closest to the unconscious. It's not the masculine. The masculine's on the other side of the feminine. The masculine wraps around the feminine, protects it. All right? That's what we say. Women and children off first. Put the mask on the child first. The feminine is the one within us that needs to be protected most. Within the couple, the one that needs to be protected most. This is not a patriarchal thing. It is ontological. That's what it really is. Right? So Eve was a representation of the feminine that feels these elements, that is invited into the death and rebirth process first. The only way the masculine connects to the unconscious, connects to spirit, agrees, is inspired to go on that journey of death and rebirth, is they are invited with sweetness, the sweetness of the apple.